name is Ann. I am Bracewell and Brown, metric number 274929 from PES Juking, Sarawak. In this video, together with me, Erginia John and Juking, metric number 274146, also from PES Juking, Sarawak. Miss, for your information, our team choosing topic career and study about online learning during pandemic COVID-19. In part 1, our team will explain about introduction pandemic COVID-19 and online learning. Part 2, challenge of online learning. Part 3, recommendation on critical success factor for online learning. And Part 4, conclusion. Part 1, introduction pandemic of COVID-19 and online learning. In March 2020, COVID-19 is a global pandemic by World Health Organization WHO as the infectious disease rapidly spread outside China, infecting and claiming millions of lives. Countries, including Malaysia, have been taken up decisive action to mitigate the spread of the virus to full-blown pandemic, resulting in school and university shutting all the across world, forcing people to stay at home. This pandemic has suddenly transformed the landscape of learning and teaching around the world. Online learning is seen as the only available option to replace conventional teaching with many benefits and effectiveness. The dynamic and innovative online learning environments enable students to have a meaningful learning experience and become the future of education. Hence, school and university in Malaysia have moved their class online to ensure continuity to the teaching and learning process and minimize the spread of infection. Yearly, precautions have been taken by allowing all the school and public university to have their own autonomy in exercising remote online learning to contain the spread. All academics and institutions are now challenged with minimize the impact on students. The main concern is to ensure all students receive education online of the same quality as conventional learning season when learning is done remotely. However, since online learning started almost 2 years, lot of challenge and problem during online learning studying. Part 2, challenge of online learning. Generally, students have to access to computer for the study. The main concern of the challenge is heavily point to the poor internet connection experienced by participants in that area. This is consistent with the study conducted on browsing internet during MCO. The infrastructure problem concerns those living in rural area mainly refer to internet not being available and bandwidth problem. Low internet speed experienced by many in every part of the country during MCO due to heavy usage of the internet. Second point, challenge online learning. Many students express their uneasiness and worries over the idea of implement online learning, especially students from primary school and secondary school. They started the feeling of unreadiness for online learning due to physical distancing requirement, as all the teaching and learning activity are shifted from traditional classroom meeting to the student learning either online or offline electronic equipment. The participant profess the emotional state of grappling with e-learning because of inadequate equipment and unconducive environment. Other else, from the illustration on the learning environment, the participant indicate a non-conducive environment, lack of IT skill, and financial problem are also part of the challenge for online learning. A high percentage of students from low income and family group, poverty and live low cost housing area with small room that they share with other siblings Some families even live together with their married children. That's all from me, Miss Anne. I pass to my friend Engineer John and Juking to continue part 3 and part 4. Thank you.
For part 3, recommendations on critical success factors for online learning. Ensuring reliable network infrastructure. Reliable network infrastructure is crucial to support and maintain the quality of online learning. It has become a major issue across nations on internet accessibility among students who live in remote areas, thus unable to participate in digital learning. These underprivileged students will face difficulties to have video conferencing discussions among lecturers and friends, and also to download learning resources. This requires the network measure infrastructure to be upgraded and strengthened nationally to support more than 1 million students accessing the internet at the same time, since the quality of online learning is heavily dependent on the reliability of the digital access. Besides that, utilizing friendly learning tools. It is very important to consider the convenience of learning tools that fit the learning environment. Students will benefit from the learning process when they are able to find and process information, respond to their understanding, and thus reflect on their own learning using effective learning tools. Moreover, adopting suitable digital learning resources. Generally, digital learning resources refer to course-related materials that support to achieve course learning objectives or outcomes. This form of resource is digitally formatted as the support the online teaching and learning. The instructor do not have to fully construct their own digital resources, but they need to know where to locate and acquire the information on how to integrate the materials as reliable resource of course content. Some of the highly recommended digital learning resources are massive open online courses, e-books, simulations, models, graphic, animations, quizzes, and games. Lastly, facilitating effective online teaching and learning. One of the many challenges exchanging online learning is compromising common learning time between instructors and students who are at different locations. Other challenges may rise when students might encounter internet access, so they have to opt the extraneous video conference. Due to such uncompromised common time, students tend to spend more hours on screen to comprehend the learning season independently. Thus, learning must be conducted effectively to avoid exhaustion. Promotion engagement. Researchers at the University of Peking found that a most effective online season should have between 15 to 30 minutes only. This time spent to guarantee students to be more engaged, energetic, and stay focused during the learning process. For the last part is part 4 for the conclusion. COVID-19 outbreak has changed all facts of humanity, economics, social and education. This unexpected pandemic situation has changed the education landscape in Malaysia and give significant impact on both the educators and the students. Students from low-income families are likely to suffer more and are not physically and mentally prepared for the changes in teaching delivery via online learning. Online learning is very dependent on internet access and it is very challenging. This paper has discussed major challenges for online learning faced by the students, as online learning is to be in a full implementation in the university. Internet connectivity, worry on online learning, not conducive learning environment, and lack of technology skills are some of the major challenges. These are clear indication on students' unpreparedness for online learning with the comprehensible challenges outlined by the participant. Apart from having conventional classroom setting, online learning is good becoming a full force means of teaching and learning method. Nevertheless, the effectiveness of online learning varies amongst age group, and this has been a challenge to all accepting the new normal. In order to get the full benefit of online learning, a concerted effort is needed from many as to provide this structure and go beyond replacing a physical class or lecture. Many solutions for education are proposed that could bring much needed innovations. Furthermore, the findings from the present study have benefited the university management in making prompt and effective decisions concerning implementations of remote learning during the pandemic. Future research is highly needed to deepen the analysis of these challenges on online learning. That's all. Thank you.